Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into Grand Voyage Level 5 against Don Krieg with the new verse Blackbeard. This guy's an absolute monster. Absolute demon, some might say, and obviously you need to bring powerhouse characters for this content, and Blackbeard, he is a very strong powerhouse captain, but Don Krieg is a little bit different. He does things a little bit weird and a little bit wonky, and he does have a lot of mechanics that Blackbeard is very, very good at getting around. Now, the reason we don't have Blackbeard as our captain, and we have him in the middle right slot, is because in this particular piece of content, you actually get captain swapped on turn 3. So we want Blackbeard to come in as our captain, so that way we have him for the start of the final stage, but we're going to showcase how powerful his HP guard ability is in this content, and showcase how much damage you can do with this team now. Like, this is not really like an accessible team, this is not really like an optimal team for this. This content's fairly old, and there's a lot of other teams that can do it very nicely, and a little bit smoother than what you guys are going to see here, but this team has fucking damage, and it was a lot of fun to showcase this absolute beast. So as you can see there, we got captain swapped on turn 3. If it's not your middle right character, you close the app, you reopen the game, and it's always going to be in the middle right. It's how it is, it's how it's always been, and yeah, so you can just manipulate that to your heart's content. On turn 3, this is where we're going to use Reiju. Reiju has a level limit break now too, so she makes this even easier with this particular stage. Her special gives you a conditional boost against poison, and then with the swap of Kid Killer, you can get yourself a cheeky little orb buff, and as you can see, you can just easily take out Pearl. It's just no worries whatsoever. Blackbeard is a monstrous captain. You're very low HP at this particular point as well, and as you guys can see there, we didn't take any damage from the poison. Actually, no, we did take damage from the poison. I'm stupid. Using the poison, we got to low HP, which means Blackbeard is sitting at a very, very chunky, like 6 point something attack, which is absolutely nuts. Obviously, Sanji with his jump mechanic, he helps out a lot as well. But now that we have Blackbeard as captain, we can bypass stuff like the attack down on the final stage. And with his HP guard, which we now activate right here by using the Whitebeard special, we can now get access to bypassing the burn. Now, they usually want you to use Sanji on this stage, so that way you get around the chain lock as well as the burn. But with Blackbeard, when you use that Whitebeard special, he actually applies the HP guard because you're at a low HP threshold. And as you can see there, I got a very bad orb roll with Reiju. Ideally, I wanted to move into the final stage with Blackbeard as captain, but look, it wasn't meant to be. But as you can see there, the burn damage doesn't do anything to us because we have the HP guard. So that massive, like, 60,000 damage we were meant to take it's just nothing. Like, it literally doesn't do anything. It's wild. So Blackbeard's HP guard mechanic is just so disgustingly bonkers that you could do some absolutely wild things like what you guys saw there. Now, not killing everything on turn 4 is actually quite handy because then you can jump with Sanji again and you get more damage. This team doesn't need the jump. I wanted to move into the final stage and have Blackbeard's HP guard still up so that way I could just abuse the crap out of the rush mechanic as well. But I was kind of overrunning this content, to be honest, so I just wanted to kind of move on. But moving into the final stage, we're going to get the captain swap back to Whitebeard. Not the end of the world. You did want to try and build up the versatility of Whitebeard too if you are trying this team or using this team. You mainly want to do that so that way you get access to the damage reduction, because with Blackbeard, he brings you pretty low HP, and this particular content has some very, very annoying death hits. We're using the rare recruits, to treasure map rare recruit Luffy on Kid Killer to get around some bind, despair, and paralysis. This means, unfortunately, that we don't get the chain boundary. You can actually use the Sanji special first and then get the chain boundary from Kid Killer. That's going to give you more damage. I just kind of spaced and was like, I want the chain boost of Blackbeard, so that kind of, I kind of forgot about the fact that I still had chain lock going. So, if it was me, I would use the Sanji special first. But Blackbeard special gives you base stats as well, so like, it's much of a muchness. The team's got so much damage anyway. Like, it honestly doesn't really matter. Giampier doesn't need level and rank 5 for this team either. You're getting color affinity from Kid Killer. But we do have some pretty hefty supports. Like I said, we're using support rare recruit Ace to get some orbs for the versatility of Whitebeard. We're using the support rare recruit Bardo to give ourselves threshold with the versatility to tank some damage. And even though we're sitting at 3,000 HP on Don Krieg, we don't need Resilient Sockets, and we can actually tank this stage very, very nicely. Blackbeard brings so much to this team now. He's giving us the base stat boost, he's giving us the attack boost, he's giving us the territory ability, which is allowing us to do 1.5 times extra damage. If we moved into the final stage with Blackbeard still as our captain, we would still have the HP guard, and you would have access to his rush ability, and just go absolutely ballistic. So this team just goes to the goddamn fucking moon. But hopefully you can enjoy this little Grand Voyage showcase of the new Blackbeard. If you did, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, if you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.